What's going on? Still standing Saturdays. I'm actually on my God First music page. Just trying to, get a little separation of God First music and my personal page. But man, this is the last. Well, I may do one on my spoken word, so maybe not. This second to last one. Just kind of breaking down the behind the scenes of the Still Standing album, even though, man, I already put out the Sun's Out. Go ahead and check that out, man. It's a little brighter. Man, it's crazy, man. Like, you look at the artwork of Still Standing and the artwork of Sun's Out, it's like completely different. But yeah, it's just a state. It's a state of where I was at when I was writing Still Standing, and the state of where I was at when I was writing Sun's Out. It's completely different. That's what God would do. So anyways, man, just kind of, it's one of his last songs on Still Standing. It's called Happier. And it just like, so actually I wrote this, super cool. Wrote this on my trip with my mom and my sister. Went down to LA earlier this year. Literally, probably took me a couple hours, to write this one. I love this song. So this song is by Marshmello and Bastille. It's called Happier. And it's so funny because it's a happy song, but the lyrics are like sad, And I love the effect of the song because the beat makes you feel this joy and this elation. The beat is like jumpy and everything, but the lyrics are like, oh, it kind of hurts your heart. And so I knew this was the track that I wanted to kind of end the album with, and kind of share a little bit more of my story. I gave you guys a little bit in Hills and Valleys, and this is kind of like the closing of the chapter, because it's just a chapter. It's not the closing of the story, because my story isn't done yet. And it really kind of goes through, it's kind of a letter, written to my my perpetrators, in my story. Start off, man, the song's dedicated to the one who broke my heart, right? And at the end of each verse, man, there's this powerful thing that happened in this whole process, where it says, don't trip, because of you I know resilience. And I'll give the whole thing, at the end is like, that's really what happened, man. In this process, I got to intimately know the person of resilience, and it's what happened like in my life, as a byproduct of pain, right? What's pain gonna do? What's rejection gonna do to your life? Is it gonna make you bitter or better? Is it gonna take you out or take you up? I chose to take this crappy hand that was dealt to me and try to make a royal flush. Know nothing about poker. But second verse was kind of like my first words towards the frenemy, okay? Used to be friend turned enemy. And it's funny because the first lines was like, when I finally heard the news, you would have thought it was an enemy. Little did I know this was done by a friend of me, And you know what? I could choose to not trust again. I could choose to hold people back with a stiff arm and say I'm not gonna, allow people to become friends or whatever. Or I can, just take it for what it was and learn my lesson. And that's the real thing. And I talk about, how pain, can be used as a catalyst for change in our lives, right? When pain happens, pain tells us that we need help. Like in the physical, life, when we get cut, when something happens that's painful, our brain receptors go off and say, like, get to a doctor, get a Band-Aid, like something. And it's the same thing in life. When pain happens, it pushes us to this place of needing help, and we have to ask for help in order to receive that. And so pain is a catalyst for change, you know, 'cause it gets us to that place where we can't do it on our own. And that's really what I learned in this process, you know. But, you know, just want to leave y'all with that. Always like to keep these short and sweet. Still standing Saturdays. Like I said, I may or may not do my spoken word next week, but leave y'all. Hope you guys have a great day.
I know resilience, and I pray you make a new friend that will ride with you till the end.
So Truth Still Standing is still standing on GodFirstMusic.com. You can stream, you can download. I got CDs on me, so if you're in the Chico area, you can come find me. Other than that, man, sun's out. God First Music, streaming on all streaming platforms, iTunes, Spotify, all of that. So go ahead and check that out. Have a great day.